So today has been a really fun day so far. I had my book club meeting this morning and that was really nice. We always meet at a coffee shop and it was just nice to catch up with everyone. And after that, I ran over to an international grocery store and kind of perused there for a while, found a lot of good things. So yeah, I'm very excited for my meal prep. I'm not doing anything too crazy, but I am going to make some tacos and a couple other things, so we'll get to that later. But right now, I just finished editing a YouTube video, so that is already up and live, and that feels good to have that taken care of. And I think what I want to do for the rest of the afternoon is kind of go through these little sketches that I did here and actually, sketch them out on my watercolor paper. So I have this cold pressed notebook that is, watercolor pages. So I think I'm going to do each of these illustrations on a separate page here. And this is going to be for the potions collection that I'm working on right now. So I already painted this page of potions and I did this, I think last year. So I'll link the video here for how I painted all of those, but I never turned these into a pattern. So my thought is I would like to create a whole collection with this as like the theme. So I'm going to kind of do some individual illustrations for wall art, and then I'm gonna add a few other little pieces. I've been kind of working on them already. So I sketched these out. I don't know if you can see them. There's some mushrooms and a moon and some different flowers and little leaf branches and stuff. So I'm gonna just paint a bunch of different pieces to kind of use as filler items and kind of create a few different types of patterns to make them all flow together. So yeah, I think it's gonna be really fun. And yeah, so let's just work on sketching some of these things out. I think I'm gonna watch a show while I sketch and then hopefully get to some of the painting and stuff later this week. But yeah, let's just get started. I got my sketches all done. I ended up doing all 4 of them and that feels really good. They're ready to be painted. So I think I'm going to do that later this week. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and start on my meal prep. So yeah, let's just get into that. Okay, so I'm starting my meal prep and I have kind of planned out all the things that I want to make for the week. For breakfast, I'm going to do a Dutch pancake. For my lunches, I'm going to do an autumn harvest salad. Actually, I had these last week and it was so delicious. So we'll have that again this week. And then for dinner, I'm doing some tacos. So I do have the meat already cooking in my crock pot right now. So I'm going to make some fresh guacamole to go with that and yeah, prep some other things for it. So yeah, very excited about all of this and yeah, let's just get started. Okay, so I just got home. I had a very full day at work and then I went for a run right after work and I did about 5 miles. It is so hot outside and so I took my run a little bit slower just because of the heat, and the route that I did is a little bit hillier than some of the other trails that I run on, so I also took it a little slow because of that, but it really didn't feel terrible. But I am glad to be done. I just took a nice cold shower and I've been drinking my water and that feels so good. So I think what I'm going to do this evening is I'm going to go ahead and heat up my dinner, and I think I'm going to watch the next module in the course that I'm in while I eat, and then I want to go ahead and start painting some of the like potion illustrations that I've sketched out. So I think we're going to go upstairs and start painting that and make a little bit of progress with that. And then I have one more chapter left to read in my book, so hoping that I can get that finished up tonight. It may be a long one, I'll have to see. But yeah, that's the plan for tonight. Should be nice and productive, but also relaxing at the same time. So yeah, let's just get into it. Okay, so I got some of my painting done, which feels really good, and I'm just gonna start reading the last chapter of my book. Hopefully we can make some progress with it. I would love to be able to finish this tonight, but we'll just see how much time we have. So we have about 30 minutes to read my book before I would like to go to bed. So yeah, we'll see what we can read, but I'm gonna enjoy this and I will see you in the morning. I ended up sleeping in a little bit later this morning than I would have liked to. I forgot to set some of my other alarms to wake up early, so it is what it is, but I still have quite a bit of time, which is really nice, but I just am set back a little bit. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and dive into work and get started because I have quite a bit that I need to get done, and yeah, hopefully we can make some progress with that. That was good. I'm sweaty now. So I finished my workout. It felt really good. I am so sweaty, but it's been a few weeks since I've done weights, and this felt really nice to get back into it. It's like making me realize I really need to be doing this more often, and it's easy to like fall out of that routine. So I'm gonna try to get back into doing it at least once a week. I think that's gonna be manageable for me right now. So anyway, I'm gonna go hop in the shower and then we'll make some dinner, and I think I wanna paint a little bit more tonight. So yeah, that's the plan for right now. Good morning. So I have just prepped my coffee and I'm kind of planning out my day, and I think what I want to work on right now is just a bunch of video editing. I was able to get all of my potions reels edited yesterday, so that feels really good. They're all scheduled out, and I did a little bit of painting yesterday too. Well, you saw. So I'm going to edit a video for YouTube and just spend the whole morning doing that. So yeah, I'm excited to get into it, and hopefully we can make a lot of progress before we head into work. Okay, here's the progress I've made so far. I still have some more details to add. I need to kind of clean up the fern a little bit and obviously the moth. I'm just letting the layers dry before I go in and add a little bit more. I really love the color of the potion bottle. I think that's so pretty. And I've been trying to add in most of the colors that are in these potion bottles and have at least most of them in here to kind of coordinate with them. So I think most of them are in here. I don't really have like that blue color, but I feel like the bottle is kind of in between this one and that one. So it works for now. It's such a pretty color. So really loving how it's turning out so far. I am wondering if like these leaves are a little too dark, but I don't know. I think I'm just looking at it a little too long. But anyway, done with painting for now, and I will continue this tomorrow. Okay, so I'm actually going to end this video here. We've done a lot of painting and I'm going to continue working on this collection and doing more of the painting and designing in the next video. So yeah, definitely stay tuned for that. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please let me know what you think and I will see you in the next one.